Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can get crops from the same pepper seedling for years. I'll be talking about that. Don't pull out and throw away the pepper seedlings that have stopped producing and are starting to wilt in the fall from your pot or garden. You can get products from this seedling next year. In fact, I want you to know that you'll get even more crops than the previous year. You can grow your pepper seedlings for years by pruning them, and you will be free from the hassle of obtaining seedlings from seeds. I especially recommend this method for those of you who have grown peppers from local seeds and heirloom seeds. Here, I'm pruning the pepper seedlings that are in their first year and have stopped producing, cutting them about 10 centimeters above the soil level. Another important point to consider while pruning is to try to cut about 1 centimeters above the mayen buds on the branch. If there are no buds, a height of 10 centimeters is sufficient. This method, which has become popular abroad, is called winter dormancy or wintering. You can put the same pepper seedling into dormancy by pruning it, allowing it to grow like a tree in a pot or greenhouse for years. Pepper that spends the winter in dormancy will be larger in the spring compared to the previous year, and you'll get more crops. With each passing year, and through pruning, depending on its shape, the trunk of your pepper seedling will thicken over time and start to produce more crops. I have tried this process on many types of peppers. I have seen the best results with hairy pepper and 5-color Albanian pepper. I will try again next year for other pepper varieties I have. If you have different types of peppers, I recommend you give it a try. Here, I'm also working with the 5-color Albanian pepper. I'm cutting above the forked branches while pulling them out and removing them from the pot without damaging the roots. I will plant all these cuttings in a pot and ensure their roots stay in the soil until spring. I have a warning for those who are growing plants on their balcony or terrace. If the seedlings you put into dormancy are in a place where crows can reach them during the spring, like outside, on the balcony, or in the open, on the terrace, crows can pull these cuttings, which initially look like branches, out of the soil to make their nests. To prevent this, place them on a closed balcony or cover the cuttings for protection. Cover it. This cover can also be an onion sack, so that it can get air and sun. In the spring, you will see that it produces new branches from its shoots. During this time, you need to occasionally moisten the soil, but not too much. Now we are replanting the pepper stems we have removed into a single pot. We will separate the pepper stems we planted in this pot into individual pots, as if we had germinated them before spring. Do not expect 100% results from this process in the first year, but at least half of them will branch out and produce fruit again. In fact, you will get more produce than the previous year. In the second year, we will prune from higher up, like pruning a rosebud. You can apply this method at home as well as in a greenhouse environment. Actually, the best environment to apply this is a greenhouse. That's why you can keep them in a closed balcony during winter, or you can place all the pruned seedlings into a single pot and store them indoors. You can take the pepper you planted in the garden or field out of the ground with its roots, replant it in a pot, and perform the pruning. Most importantly, how should you perform the pruning? You can start the pruning process from mid-autumn. The place where you will prune should be done 1 centimeter above the bud of the pepper, just like in rose pruning. The important thing to know when doing this pruning is that the pepper will rebloom from the sides of the eyes. You should prune carefully and with foresight while keeping in mind how it will develop next year and the future growth. Cover it well with plenty of soil, just like we are doing now when planting normal seedlings. Make sure that the roots definitely do not remain exposed. And keep the soil moist. The roots shouldn't dry out. You can place it like this on a closed balcony, so let it spend the winter here. As I just mentioned, when you take them out to the balcony in spring, be careful with crows. The images you just watched were of last year's pepper seedlings. Here is one of those branches on the seedling you are currently looking at. You can even look at its stem. Quite thick. It's thick and also produces a lot of fruit. I've picked a lot more peppers from it. We will prune this second-year seedling from the upper part of the fork in the fall, and next year we will continue to harvest again. If you like this video too, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and activate the bell to watch my next videos.